Hey everyone, it's me, Calcit. I got a story to tell you, but first let me ask you a question. How would you feel if one day you realize you were completely alone in this world? You wake up one morning and slowly begin to realize that everyone you once knew and loved is moving further away from you. Not because you did something wrong, but simply because that is how life works. People move forward, they build careers, a family, dreams, hobbies, and eventually the distance between people begins to grow. And for some people, that feeling never truly disappears. This is the story of Melcy, or Milmu, an elf who wishes to meet her people once again, and someone who longs for connection, in a world that's never stopped moving forward. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you the story of Melcy's or Mumu's lone trail. Loneliness is a strange thing. Sometimes in the middle of the night when the world grows quiet, that feeling suddenly reaches you. And even surrounded by countless people, you can still feel alone, that quiet sadness, that invisible distance between yourself and others. Such was the case for Melcy. Behind her cheerful smile and bubbly personality was someone quietly carrying the weight of an entire race, a loneliness, a sadness that most people could never truly understand. She was someone desperately searching for a place where she belonged. Ryan's lab was that place. Together with Kristen and Saria, they believed science could make the world a better place. And for the first time in a long while, Melcy found purpose. People who truly understand her, a place she could finally call home. But much like everything else in life, nothing lasts forever. As time passed, Ryan's lab began to change. Friendships fell apart, ideals changed, and dreams grew larger than the people around them. Kristen became obsessed with reaching the stars. Saria devoted herself to stopping her, and Melcy was left behind, trying desperately to repair what had already been broken. But no matter how hard she tried, she could not stop the people around her from drifting further away. And the Ryan's lab Melcy once loved slowly disappeared before her eyes. And eventually, she realized something painful. Some things can't be held onto forever. At the end of Lone Trail, Kristen finally chose the stars. She chose a future beyond Terra itself, and Melcy could only watch her leave. For someone who spent her entire life searching for connection, that loneliness became too much to bear. And so, she returned to her ecological garden, a place she built for the elves. But even there, she still felt alone. She tried to disappear into the water itself. But then, the doctor reached back towards her. He listened, he understood. And most importantly, he stayed. Sometimes all we really need is someone willing to listen, not someone to tell us everything will be okay, not someone to solve our problems, but simply someone willing to stay, to listen, to understand. It's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to feel alone, because loneliness is part of being human. But perhaps what truly matters is finding the people who choose to stay besides us anyway. In the end, Lone Trail was never simply a story about reaching the stars. It was a story about the people left behind, the loneliness created by progress, and the fear that one day, the people we care about will continue moving forward without us. This was Lone Trail. Yo! So that was the video. I like Mumu, I like Lone Trail, I like Lone Trail, I like Lone Trail, I like Lone Trail. That's it, boys. This is the story of the, Mumu. It was like 2 years ago since I last read it. Like, Jesus. I love Lone Trail Mail, in case y'all haven't noticed yet. The writer did a really good job on, you know how Lone Trail has like 3 different stories. Like there's one from Rosmontes, there's one from Saria and Silence, and the Kristen. There's one from the Doctor and Trevor, and the one from Elves. Like the writer did a really good job, man. Like, Jesus. It also reminds me of like how the author of Hunter x Hunter in the Chimera Ant arc like handles its, you know how different perspectives of different characters, and then somehow if you put them all together, it all works out. I don't know how to explain it in English. But yeah, I love Lone Trail overall. I have to end this video here because if I kept going, this video is gonna be like 10 years long. But not like 10 years, but you get the point. Anyways, I'll see you boys in the next one. The next Arknights, these types of videos is going to be next month, because I want to do other videos apart from Arknights because it's slowly getting stale. Anyways, I love Lone Trail. Let's see where Sakiko and the gang will go. See you boys in the next one. Peace. Screw the priestess, burn the witch.